It is the Five Takes podcast, and we are back. Oh, the look.
Wait a minute.
The look. If you are not watching the video version of this pod, the look of just sheer disappointment on Amy and Jennifer's face, because they thought I was going to come back with a fun pod intro because we won a meaningless match. In the words of heel John Cena, you get nothing. Nothing. Oh my God. Nothing. Nothing has changed.
Wow. Apparently, we don't know where we're from anymore.
Wow.
We are not there yet, fam. Not yet.
All right, fine.
We are not there yet, but it is nice to see both of you. Hello, everybody. If you're not watching the video portion of this, Amy's here, Jennifer's here, Glenn is here. Hi,
hey,
everybody.
Hello.
How you doing? Yeah, I'm not there yet with it. Look, I'm happy-ish, that we did something. And I'm telling you what, losing to Montreal over the weekend is going to be a hell of a chaser.
Listen,
winning
Glenn,
our first Leagues Cup match in 3 years that meant nothing in front of 50 people.
Okay. All right. I understand. I get where this is going. So before we get too far down this road,
but we do have some alternatives. We have some alternatives.
Listen. I don't want our listeners to be disappointed in not having a punny title for this week's podcast after not having that experience last week. So fortunately, a couple of our listeners submitted some recommendations for the title of this week's pod. So shout out to the Lady Gays, Melanie and Sarah of All Stripes. And thank you for this content. And maybe I'll throw these up and you guys can vote on which one you like best. All right. So, number 1, from just outside and just inside the perimeter of Atlanta, Georgia, where, what the heck? Goals on deck? Not bad.
I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Okay.
Take 2. Where we threw some shada at Gonzalo Pineda.
No. Sorry. That is not a word and therefore it does not count.
Disqualified.
No. Yeah.
All right.
Moving on.
All right. Okay, next up. Where the stadium wasn't full, would you look at this bull? I think she's got a little bit of that.
It's going in the right direction. It's going in the right direction.
It's going in the right direction.
It's going in the right direction.
Direction. I've got 2 more.
Jeez. Okay.
Wow.
I'm telling you, this is
bored last night.
Right. I mean, keep coming.
No, sorry. There are actually 3.
We do have an actual episode to get to, so let's move into it. Come on.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Where when it didn't matter, goals were shattered. That's in keeping with
it's not the right wording for me, but I get where she wants to go. Go ahead, number 5. So far, 1 I think is the best for me.
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay, but let's bring it home with number 5. Come on.
I did the stadium one, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. All right. Where Montreal is next, but we got this off our chest? I don't know.
Ooh, it's
I'm
close.
not feeling it.
It's close.
It's very close.
So, that's great. I appreciate all the submissions.
I thought it was great.
We did 5 of them. I think that's
that
fabulous.
Is fabulous.
Exactly.
Yeah,
on the title for this week.
Often imitated, never duplicated. They'll be back at some point when this team is back, and none of us know when that is going to be. And it could be this year still. And I don't mean make playoffs. I don't care.
No.
I just want to see real tangible progression, which you could argue we have seen over the past few matches. You got to carry that forward now. I mean, the social admin told us we build on this. Okay. I swear to God, if we go to Montreal and that Jenga tower comes crumbling down, that Atlanta United Jenga tower where the key block is Brooks Lennon, and just yanks that thing out, and the whole thing falls. Brooks block,
Wait, but I would like to take a moment to say that I think that Lennon played.
What would you like to do for your Brooks Lemon update?
Yeah. So he wasn't so much a lemon this week. We're gonna take that one back. He was much more himself this week, and I have to say, I apologize. I forgot to give a little bit of credit for the fact that he's playing out of position on the left back. That is a little bit hard. And listen, at least he can hit with his left foot.
Amy,
and his right foot.
Amy.
He was playing out of position. It was a bad game. The lemon.
Amy,
but this week he was
not
good.
Amy, Anna Marie, you apologize for nothing. For nothing.
Nothing.
I'm paraphrasing. I think Aragorn from Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. You bow to no one. You apologize for nothing. Nothing. He does not get a Hallmark card. No.
We ran out of apologies for playing out of position in April.
Please.
I mean, that's actually a very valid point.
If you want to look,
I like that one.
If he was working construction as a roofer, putting shingles down, he'd be out of position. You're on the pitch. You're kicking the ball. Wow. Come on, because you're kicking it on the other side. Miss me. Like he misses all of his shots.
This was a better performance all around. I was at least glad to see him back, not making kind of mistakes.
It was cool.
I think you can chalk that. I think you can chalk that up to the fact that, let's face it, we had a lot of new blood and new energy on the pitch last night,
which was great to see.
We had a lot of young blood. Hey, shout out young blood. I hadn't been listening to him for like ever, but then I started to when he did the Ozzy Osbourne tribute. Sad that Ozzy has now passed, but if you didn't watch his last concert that he put on, what was that? Back to the Beginning, where fucking Metallica and like every Aerosmith, like Steven Tyler was out there. Everybody came to celebrate Ozzy, and then Youngblood came out and did this epic cover of Changes, and that just took off. And so I started listening to more of his music. Proper rock and roll, especially his new album. So if you haven't checked that out and you like kind of a classic rock vibe, but a newer take on it, go check out Youngblood. But it was cool to see the Youngblood, the kids, some of them get some minutes, and I gotta say, they all showed out in their own way, in their own style. I thought they all did really well.
I thought Sessock in particular was exceedingly impressive. He and getting to see Togashi, like, oh man,
my kingdom for a Togashi.
I wanted a cute little Togashi. Like, I never had one in the 90s. All my friends had one.
We need a little Togashi Tamagotchi where you just
goal scorer in my pocket.
Where you have to take care of him every day and make sure he poops and eats and
you feed him and clean his poop, whatever. But then I want to make him go through a like ridiculous body block defensive play.
Well, that's part of taking care of him. He has to have.
He stepped on the pitch and like. That was some of the best field ball positioning I've seen all season out of anybody in this
For
club.
real?
You mean he muscled his way to the appropriate spot to head the ball in like a
great header, man. That's actually power, placement, right speed, athleticism. That's a beauty of a header goal. Like I've been begging. I've been writing letters. I started a GoFundMe. Like, come on. Like, why can't... I mean, given the way it's gone and nobody else is doing it, throw him in there. Because when he's been thrown in there, he's done pretty well. Maybe he hasn't scored every time. I think that's his second goal for the first team on the season. But he's only played like 5 matches.
Yeah, if that.
Did you guys hear some of the 92.9, like, after game, some of the... I think it may have been Nick Sessock actually talking, but they were interviewing one of the guys that was the newer player... And I'm sorry, I usually catch the names, and I didn't catch the beginning of this. Right. But he said in the middle of this conversation, they were asking about the chemistry or the connection that they were seeing on the field, and he's like, "Yeah, that's my boy. We do all things off the field. We hang out. We're just on the same vibe. Like it just makes such a difference. Like everything that you have off the field, it just enhances what you have on the field." And my jaw just dropped on my way home. Like, well, I mean, he gets it. He feels the lack of something.
Yeah.
And
I think that might have been Sessock, actually, if I'm
yeah,
remembering. I could be wrong.
I think
And
it
y'all aren't the
was.
only ones shouting him out. I mean, Nick Tuel, the admin on the Discord, not Nick from All Stripes. We blend them together. They look so similar. Also was wondering, like, is he the best fully healthy fullback on the team? Because he was awesome. He was, man. I mean, all the kids were. Hibbert, so what? He got scored on. It's a golazo.
It
you
was a
can't.
great goal. And it got deflected.
He had a little mistake where he almost gave it up, and he saved his own mistake. Look, he's good. He showed athleticism, confidence. It looked pretty similar to the previous time. I've been wanting to see more of him too.
You know how I feel about speaking things into the universe before they happen, but I'm gonna just throw this out there. The man wore number 42. And you can do with that what you will.
going off of my takes, very well done.
I certainly do not envy Ronnie Dyla and the decisions that he will need to make when it comes to this Montreal game, because
I don't feel like they're complicated decisions.
I don't know. I was a little surprised
because
that
there are a lot of people that made some arguments, and you have a lot of guys that if you sit and you just bench everybody.
Well, I mean, players are going to need rest. I was a little surprised that I'm happy to see Saba doing it, but
I do agree.
Sub him, like, rest his legs. Same with Bartow. Like, what are we doing? We're playing Saturday. That was a bit odd, but maybe, the damn the legs and full speed ahead. Maybe that's what it'll be on Saturday, where the boys are just feeling. We've seen that before. We've seen that with this team and other teams where you would think they're tired, but there's something to said about just being in rhythm, and I don't give a shit if I'm tired. I'm feeling it, and they go. Or maybe they get subbed early. Maybe Saba comes on, gets a hat trick in 45 minutes, and then he's out.
But one could say that they could use the little extra, since they've only been playing 45 minutes most season, and this was the first 90-minute performance that we've seen.
Fair.
And it was refreshing to see. Great. It was disappointing that it was for a meaningless match. I mean, not meaningless. I mean, I am a little bit, I don't know if it was just me, like I tuned it out, I missed it, but shout out, like our Unified team won like a cup for the Unified, and they hit the golden spike, and I didn't hear anything much ahead of time, but maybe it's just me, maybe there was a lot and I just missed it, but I was a little sad to miss that. I was glad to see the replay, and shout out to Abby for grabbing some scarves for some of us that weren't there.
Why was not I in on said scarf gate? Because okay.
Sure, over in Montana.
I just assumed you already had a Unified scarf. I saw you drop something.
I actually
to somebody
don't think
asking to grab
I have
you
one either. I might have one kicking around somewhere. I'm not sure.
No. This is the first. So they have had some very, very limited, like, sponsor kind of thin, not like the best, like not full on first run merch quality scarves. Mm-hmm. Not that those are bad, but like the little, they were like little giveaway scarves that basically were just for the team. They've never made a unified scarf to put in the Team Gear store to sell to the general public. This is the first time they've
for that. A few of us asked for it. It was so nice to see.
The first time that they've done a specific unified team merch drop.
That's cool. Good for them. They deserve it. Hey man, there were more people watching the unified match at home than there were at this game. That game. Real talk.
I agree.
They were.
I think.
And they deserve it. So. The kids deserve it. They know ball. They play ball. They play their hearts out, man. And it's entertaining. I hope in the future for our unified matches at the Benz, we do what a lot of the other unified teams do at their stadiums. And when we play away, just condense the size down a bit more, because the Benz is massive, man. And we want to see goals, and it's difficult. So, just shrink it down a bit and make it a little more entertaining is what I hope. But those kids play their fucking hearts out, man. And it's appreciated, and I appreciate everybody sticking around for that too. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, there were more for the unified match than there was for this, as you would expect, because I don't know. I guess it just means more when it means less. And this team goes out and does it when there's nothing on the line. So make of that what you will. You want to go through some more comments that we got? You want to run through those?
Sure.
Okay. So here's an interesting one, and it kind of went back and forth between two people, which I appreciate both of them getting into a nice civil-ish discussion of everybody has their opinions. We get a little up in arms about it sometimes, but AUFC Flyer feels that Hibbert was awful at playing out of the back, at least. He got lucky on a couple of occasions, and Mark D. Bertram took exception to that, fully disagreed with that comment, and feels he's actually better than Goose with his feet and his distribution, kind of everything. What do y'all make of the Goose Hibbert comparison? Where are you with Hibbert? Do you see him as the heir apparent? Is that too early?
To be honest with you, I didn't see like such a substantial difference because I don't think Goose has been bad this season. Okay. And say what you will about Brad Guzan, but he does have superior footwork and ball placement.
So you agree with Mark then that actually his footwork's pretty good.
But I mean, as in a general standard out of a keeper, and what I saw out of Hibbert, I think was edging to that. Like I definitely give shout outs to him. Like he looked confident. He looked like he belonged there. He never felt uncomfortable. There was that one mistake. He rebounded quickly. He got on top of it. It was a complete performance, and that's what you want to see.
Agreed.
And hey, if that Golasso is not deflected, maybe he gets a hand to it. You never know.
Okay.
But to say like one game against, I'm sorry, not the best team in Mexico, who did not substantially challenge him, right? Like not. Yeah. So let's just not get too carried away. I think is what I'm saying. Like in general around this game, my full takeaway is I do agree with you as happy as I am. Like, let's not get carried away.
I got you.
Because we're not playing the best team. It's meaningless. We play better when it doesn't mean anything for whatever the heck that says.
That's fair. Jennifer, what do you think about Hibbert Goose?
All right, Jen, jump in. Do it, Jen.
Okay, so I have two things to say. Number one, real talk, I think a meaningless game that meant absolutely nothing, where there really was absolutely no pressure on anybody, could be, and I'm hesitant to say forward Madison here, but it could have been kind of the elixir that this team needed, is to go out there and just play and do their things that they do in training that they can't seem to do in competition. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but sometimes you just need kind of that mental health break, right? Like a vacation day.
We've been talking about mental health a lot on this pod. And you know what? You bring up a good point. That's something we do forget about players that we love on our various teams. They are people.
Yeah. None of us, I cannot imagine this whole thing has been easy on any of them mentally.
It's gotta be really hard, right?
And it's I know from personal experience, when you're depressed, it's not just emotionally draining, it's physically draining, and finding that motivation.
It manifests itself physically, 100%.
So I just kind of want to put it out there that we can chalk this up as a meaningless game, but it may very well be something we don't see all the results of immediately, but down the road, you need something to be able to get.
So you're finding some meaning in other ways. You recognize that it's meaningless in terms of like standings and competition, winning things, but it could have meaning to them, to the players. And when you, like you so eloquently said, 6 matches from now, if it's rolling, you can look back on that and go, that was the spark, whatever you want to say. So that could have meaning. That's interesting.
This isn't literally meaningless. I mean, Luke Brennan gets an amazing assist. We have. Hey
man, shout out Luke. Consistent.
So much.
Luke's been good, man. Luke's been really good.
He and Alexi are connecting. He and Saab have connected. Like, he seems to be building those connections. And putting together some offense inside the box.
Yeah.
Which we haven't seen.
Yeah.
So we haven't had a consistent left wing all season.
True.
Truly hope we don't sit him now.
Yeah, fair enough. You were saying something. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Back to the whole Hibbert thing. Okay, yeah. I feel like there's a lot of potential. And one of the things that I really like about Hibbert is the fact that he's in the Jamaica national team system, which means he's sitting behind Andre Blake. And very, very few goalies in the Americas, I feel like, had a better peak career than Andre Blake, and the injuries haven't done him any favors. No. But, Andre Blake alone has basically made the Jamaican national team relevant for the better part of the last year.
I agree. And he has been a stud for the Philadelphia Union.
Yeah.
Thorn in the side of anybody.
How many times has he been a thorn in our side?
Healthy. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that's a good shout. Hell of a mentor. Okay.
What I like that I'm seeing in Jaden, and no, he's not at Goose's level when it comes to organization, distribution. Exactly. And that's typically the thing that I feel like comes last in goalies, because that's the thing that you can really only build on in actual game state.
It takes time, man.
You can't drill where people wind up. Yeah. You can't look at you can't drill
watch film. It don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. That you just kind of have to build on. But when it comes to the shots, so I'm going to split the middle between those two, because I'm not ready. I think Goose, I agree with Amy 100%. None of this is on Goose. Goose has not been bad. Show me a goalie in the league that doesn't have 5 or 6 a season he doesn't want back.
Yeah,
at a minimum. So, I'm not putting any, and same as last year, not putting any of this on Goose. Again, speed and youth and that extra little bit of reaction time, they're going to serve you well.
And that's a big contrast between the two, as well as it should be, given their age difference.
Yeah, but I like that, and all due respect, because I know there's some people in the Discord that think very highly of Josh Cohen, and I was kind of excited to see what Josh Cohen could come in here and possibly do, given his pedigree. Again, the idea was to have somebody come in here and be a bridge to Jaden. I'm kind of okay with where the team is now. Letting Goose have his moment. Hopefully, we see a couple more Mr. Clean Sheets again, because I love that Tifo. I know he loved that Tifo. And he's more than just a polar bear. But yeah, Jaden. Yeah, I would like to see Jaden get a few more looks before the end of the season. I don't know at what point in time they'll come, but I wouldn't hate throwing him out against Miami and feeding him to the Wolves and letting him learn how to deal with it.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that. Amy, you were saying,
especially the way Miami beats up on Goose, and it's not that Goose can't handle it, but
let him go after a young guy and see what happens. Go ahead, Luis. Go ahead, Suarez. Have a go. Fuck around and find out.
I just think exactly.
All right. Amy, you were mentioning something about we played a bad team who didn't give a shit and didn't really want to be there. Chris Mucha, did I say it right? Mucha. On the Facebook said something similar, and I made a counter argument to it, and then Jeremiah Prescott, our wonderful tailgate organizer, shout out Jeremiah for years now, helping set up the Footy Mob tailgate. That man works so hard. But Chris said that we played an awful team who was just ready to be home. It was basically a scrimmage game against a team that didn't want to be there. Make of that what you will. Don't get me wrong, it was nice to see some encouraging things and do what we should, but there really isn't much you can take from this game. Maybe we can say the worst team in MLS are better than the worst teams in Liga MX. Fair enough, but we have played bad teams in the past and not done this,
Because we were in our head.
So there's that, and Jeremiah actually agreed with that and said, yeah, for sure, beating up on a team you should beat up on is a good thing. It's something we haven't been good at doing for the last few years. Also, he feels that we still did too much sitting in a half-assed mid-block and watching them pass the ball around. Yeah, agreed. Instead of pressuring. We've seen that a lot where we just kind of are there, not pressuring, just kind of watching, and there's no trigger for someone to go to the ball. So we still saw that. There were still the hallmarks of Atlanta United in this game. We just scored some goals.
But just look at the first half,
sure.
Right? You have the 3-0, all right? It's the first time all season that
Say
we
that
actually
again.
got out of
Say
Ronnie
that again
Ball
about the first half.
Supposed to get out of Ronnie Ball.
How many goals?
No, I'm not saying it's the first lead. I'm saying
No. We got Amy.
3.
How many goals did we get in the first half?
3.
Say it again.
Okay, maybe 2. Sorry.
3. No, it was 3.
It was
I'm
3.
just-
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, why are you messing with me?
I'm
It
not
was
messing
3.
with you.
Goodness.
I'm making a point. When have we done this?
Okay. Never.
Yes,
we
is
haven't.
what I'm saying.
Okay,
so I just
listen.
wanted to hear it again because it's nice.
Okay.
And we're not going to
never.
hear it again for the rest
Okay.
of the season, so I thought.
Oh my gosh.
Just like you're not going to
So-
get $4 off a burrito, I said fuck it and went to Moe's today.
But the stat that stood out to me is that we had
Yeah.
3 shots on target and they all went in. And when have we actually been finishing and actually shooting on the target all season 2?
Clinical. I don't know.
And the only DP on the field is Mr. Alexi.
Yeah, that's one of the takes. We'll get to it.
Our best
Yeah, we'll see.
DP.
Yeah, sure. John?
I lost my train
Okay,
of
it's
thought.
derailed.
I'm sorry.
Let me know when the choo-choo train gets back
We
on
want
the
to come
tracks.
back.
So that is take number 1. 3 out of the 4 key components of an MLS team were not present for this match. And we did something we haven't done in years. Okay. All right. I don't know. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Coach not there. 2 DPs not there.
I'm confused.
But
Wait,
against a
why-
really bad team, so it's like, can you?
I don't know.
I feel like causation is not.
Go ahead.
Two things. Number one, why wasn't it $4 off Moe's
It
today?
was. I got $4 off Moe's.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I got my burrito.
So
I walked in there with
just-
my chest, like, thumped out, man. Nobody tell me shit. Give me my burrito.
But the actual soccer-related, the soccer. I don't even remember what the soccer was now. Sorry.
Okay.
Moving
All
on.
right, moving on. The second take was just about Hibbert. We've kind of go back and forth on him. But, you know, first time in a long time, he almost gets a clean sheet. Would have, if not for... No, nobody saves that, I don't think. So that's great. All right, we're doing something else we haven't done in a long time. Sure. 3 is the captain wasn't the keeper, and it wasn't Miggy. And we looked motivated and organized. Okay. Sure.
Okay,
I'm a
I will admit I didn't care enough to watch a lot of the first half of this match.
And you missed all 3 of the goal. Three.
I watched replays, but yeah, I turned it on and I was like, "Who is this team?"
You are
Literally.
You are such a fair weather fan. No,
Seriously,
I get it.
Jen,
I get it. I totally get
Dude,
it.
Listen,
When
I
I
was playing Dungeons and Dragons and watching, and things kept
Listen,
happening.
I was
like,
driving home from an event, and
oh my gosh,
I had the
interrupting
radio
things.
call
It's not
on
good.
driving
Very
home.
hard.
When
So-
I grow up, I want to be Nick Brobeck and Tara Ferguson, who were there in the front, in the trenches, waving
Shout
the flag,
out. Good job.
doing the stuff. There were 40 people, maybe 50 people in the support section yesterday, and you know what? They worked their butts off. You know what they need?
There were flags flying. I saw some flags.
Do you know exactly? Do you know what people need after they're the only 50 people in a supporter section?
What's that?
Freaking chiropractic care.
Yeah, doing
my
all the
gosh.
work.
Wow.
I'm so
doing
sorry that
all
I didn't
the
pick up on
work.
that. I was
You had
looking.
nobody to hand the flag off to.
I was
Like,
looking at
come on.
looking at my show notes, and I just did not pick up what you were putting down. I apologize.
Excellent.
I think that's an
Excellent.
actually pretty decent segue, and dare I say, I don't know we've had a decent one in a few pods. So shout out you, well done, Mason Mill, y'all. So they are a chiropractor, and a chiropractor is a good thing for you, and you should go see them. Give them a call, 404-321-0082. Find them on the web, masonmillchiro.com. I was just there on Tuesday. My back was killing me because I had very long flights to and from Hawaii. And Dr. Cohen got me right, and it was great. And he wanted me to specifically mention that they are still looking for participants for this Savage Race Blitz. And they shared that on their socials today. Their team is not full yet, so don't be scared like me. Sign up for the team and go run with a couple chiropractors. Hey, it's better than running without a chiropractor. If something happens, they just adjust you right then and there while you're climbing up the wall. You know, just pop you while you're trying to climb over. Yeah, just quick. Okay, you're good. Get up, keep going. It sounds like it's going to be fun. And if you're a client of theirs, or even if you're not, like just sign up, and a good way to get to know the practice. You know, nothing's going to bond you to people like running through mud and barbed wire, and I truly don't know what the obstacles are. I don't think it's as savage as a tough race, but I don't know, Tough Mudder, but maybe it will be. I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be fun. Maybe I'll get the courage and delusional self-belief to do it. But
so like that's a thing. How much is the entry for this?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I haven't looked, but I will. But he said Dr. Cohen also wanted me to mention that if you sign up, you're gonna get some swag. You're gonna get some swag. You're gonna get a shirt.
Glenn, you've seen this season's Welcome to Wrexham, right?
No, I haven't. Sorry.
I haven't gone there yet either.
I'm behind, and now I really want to watch the new Necaxa doc that's gonna come out on
the one we're gonna feature on as like their first big tournament win.
Oh, is it what? Huh? What?
The one that we're gonna feature on as like their first big tournament win.
Oh no.
Wow.
You clearly don't look at my Facebook statuses, do you?
No.
Or the that I write, because that was actually one of the takes that I wrote.
I know we want to put Atlanta United on the map. I don't know if that's how we want to do it.
But in any case, not to totally derail, when you watch this season's Welcome to Wrexham, you will get the reference I'm going to drop that everybody else who listens to this podcast that I know watches Welcome to Wrexham will actually get. And that is, you're going to be our Humphrey this year.
Oh, I love Humphrey.
Fair enough.
You're going to be a Humphrey.
Okay. All right.
So you just go ahead and sign up for that Savage Racing thing.
Be a Humphrey. And also, don't forget about the Fortitude party, Dr. Cohen's 40th on October 10th at Block and Drum. Go check that out. Bunch of different chiropractors there. Bunch of different DJs there. And food and drink. It sounds like it's going to be fun. All righty. Are we done? Did we get through all the takes? We talked about Togashi. You know, first time he gets minutes in a long time. Banger goal. Sure. Yeah.
I want to talk about the service that Sessock set him up with.
Talk about some Sessock service.
I need to be serviced by Sessock. Oh wait, I can't.
No. He's only a child.
I didn't mean it like that. But like, man, when that man is a grown man, can someone please service it was so beautiful.
No, that's not better, Jen. No, let me help you.
Put the shovel down. Put the shovel down.
Excellently placed cross. Way to put the ball in a dangerous location. Excellent.
We're in a dangerous location at the moment. Good grief.
And scene. That is.
All right. Yeah. It was tremendous and impressive, especially when it's just like, all right, boy, go on out, starting. Okay, good luck. Go get him. And he got him. Sure. I mean, and that's number 5. Like, when the pressure is absolutely off, this team performed. Sure. Yeah, fine. Whatever. Nothing on the line. Means less, means more. I don't know, man. I can't figure this team this year. I just can't sort it out. I'm not entirely surprised by this. Like, a little part of me kind of expected that something like this would happen. You know? Mm-hmm. So we didn't lose to
You mean like one prophetic quote from May, the last time that we won?
First time in a long time that's applied. Expect it. I hadn't been expecting it for a long time, and it finally came around. I guess broken clock, right twice. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. At least we didn't lose to the fighting Pinedas. So, there's that. Arguably, I know Dilo wasn't out there, but I think Felipe Cardenas. Felipe agrees.
Look, I get the taste.
But Gonzo needed to win this.
A little bit leaning.
Gonzo needed this more than Dyla.
Ronnie Dyla's assistant?
Yeah, because like they've been really clear. Dyla could like phone it in, and he ain't going anywhere. He ain't leaving. So.
But I don't think Dyla is phoning it in.
No, but what I'm saying is like the club has been very clear that he's not going anywhere, and I don't think Gonzo is getting that assurance from Atlas.
Well, I will say, number one, the shelf life in Mexico is a hell of a lot shorter because the tolerance and pain threshold in Mexico. There's a reason tequila comes from Mexico. and it was invented to prevent soccer fans from killing each other sometimes. I don't know. And what I do actually have to say that I loved most about that match was Pineda delaying his entry onto the pitch by like 4.5 minutes. Like, it's like, oh, I can get away with that because everybody did it to me while I was here, so fuck you.
Let me see what that feels like. Yeah.
So I had one other thing I wanted to talk about.
Sure.
Just sort of a
bring us home.
Thought that I had.
Come on.
Little thought that I had.
What you got?
So I think a couple of times we've talked about how we wonder if the team may just not be in the right like shape or whatever to be able to play in the style that Dyla wants. And it got me to thinking, I wondered what the average age of the NYCFC team was that won the MLS Cup.
Okay.
And the answer is 23 years old, which I think is pretty young for an average age on an MLS roster.
Is. Now, is that average
I'm not saying
age,
that correlation is causation.
How is that average age? Is that over the course of a season, or was that for like who played in the final?
No, man, I'm not that good at stats. I did an AI overview. I'm not gonna lie.
All right,
all right.
She put it in,
but I would say they were noted as having the second youngest squad in MLS.
So they had some young
average
players.
Age of 23.
Yeah, and he did well with the kids, is what you're saying.
And our twos are performing very well. And it seems like our kids could play in the style. And the guys that are thriving are the ones that are the workhorses. Bartosz, Saba, Marenchuk.
Yeah, Miggy's starting
It's just something that I've been noodling in my head for a bit and thought I'd throw out there.
No, it's an interesting point. It's an interesting point. Yeah, okay. Jennifer, anything else from Montana that you need to share?
I mean, someone fill me in on the social calendar because I don't know what's going on right now. Because
so I can shout out one thing. And it is where I will be this weekend.
Oh yes, Jolene.
We are gonna head over to Jolene for the All Stripes watch party. If it is anywhere
for those who do not know,
ballpark,
Jolene. Please regale us with what this is.
So this is, you want to go, Jen? Do you want to jump in? You look very excited.
No, I'm just excited to have something like this in our town. I think it's freaking cool.
It is cool.
So it is
as cool as Portland and Seattle are.
It is a women's focused sports bar. So they're going
to have women's focused.
It's
women only.
Sorry.
Not a women's only
women's
bar.
sports,
women's
but
only.
I don't want to say there's no men allowed. It's women's sports. But I'm going to also note that they're going to have men's sports on for this MLS match, Jen. So
this is true.
That's why I altered this to women-focused sports bar.
Actually, your logic is better than mine.
But I digress. It is in near Pullman Yards, and Brick and Mortar. If you know those, go in that direction. Should be a great time. I'm really excited. I haven't been there, or else I would tell you more about it. So this will be my first visit.
Well, if I'm not there, be sure to give us a full report on the pod that we will do on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Because we will need something to lift us up.
Yeah.
Also, important to note, they validate when you're at Jolene, they validate for up to 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good. Validate parking, not the team, right? We're not gonna
correct. Validate parking.
Just making
they can
it
only
clear.
do so much.
That's 2 hours of parking you have to spend on things that will make this Saturday's match tolerable to watch.
Got it.
And you'll be surrounded by your community and friends.
There you go.
And lots of fun.
Let's bring it home with that, because that is we're gonna keep doing this. I think it's an important thing to end on. Every episode, and maybe we should have been doing this from the jump, even though I think we talk about it with some regularity, and we have throughout the 5 years of this pod and the various hosts that have coming on. And shout out Kat, we love you, we miss you. and things are getting better with Kat.
I'm just keeping your seat warm over
right.
here with the meowing cat.
That's
it's literally
right. We got you. But Kat,
it's gonna at some point in time open up and turn into a bone vampire. Because you just you're nesting with this egg, and I don't know what it is, but that's
Kat. Anytime you want to come back, love. Now would be the time. No, we love her. We miss her. She's doing good. Family's getting better. Like situations are starting to improve. Long process, like life. It's just tough, and we have challenges. But y'all, lean hard on your people. As Jennifer pointed out the other night, even though I hate recognition, it's bad with it. She said I walk the walk or walk the talk or something because what was it, Wednesday night when we were talking? Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Tuesday night. I basically more or less early in the day shot up a signal flare, and I've just been struggling. I'll just say it. Like I've just been struggling. Got a lot going on, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. That's not all in my head, like real stuff that's going on, but being amplified because I haven't been able to process it well and deal with it well and arm myself with the appropriate tools to tackle it better. The stresses and anxieties would still be there, but maybe I'd be able to manage them better. So I said, hey, y'all, can I just fucking unload? And I did for like an hour and a half. And you two were both very gracious and offered a lot of helpful insight and words and just listening and then talking about your own personal stuff that I was able to relate to, things that are going on with both of you that I totally vibed with that I just had no idea. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm not alone. I'm not alone in dealing with hard times because that's what stress and anxiety does to you. You feel alone. And when you are alone, of all the feelings in this world that are awful, up to and including watching Atlanta United, feeling alone is the worst.
It's joyous this time.
Yeah, joyous this time. Feeling alone is the absolute worst, man. And I tend to do that too much when times get tough. Isolate, and that's not the way. So I'm trying to do things a little bit differently, and these two women were here for me for that. So let that be an example to all of you listening or watching out there. If you've got people, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how much they want to be there for you, to listen, to talk, and how much better it actually makes them feel. You're not a burden on them. I struggle with that all the time. I feel like a burden. I don't like asking for help. I fucking hate it because I worry about, all this weight I put on somebody else. How are they going to deal with their own problems in addition to mine? They want to. They, like, earnestly, your friends genuinely want to. I want to. Y'all, unload on me. Send up the signal flare next time. I'll be right here, and we'll talk. So
it's not unloading, it's leaning.
There you go.
Right?
Leaning. And lean hard, man.
So we keep
like,
upright.
Lose your balance and fucking lean, right? Like, trust fall. Let be caught. It's okay to be held, right? And cradled. Like a little Sessock, right? Like...
A little Sessock. That's terrible.
A little Togashi, a little Tomogashi.
Tomogashi. You guys are butchered. Wow.
Yeah, we really are. We really are. God help us if he's actually listening to this pod or anyone else. Jesus Christ.
He's not. It's okay. He's never going to know that I called him a Tamagotchi.
I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him next time I see him. Yeah. So anyway, just making that clear. And I'll let you all have the floor and talk about that and anything else.
No, I think, look, all we can do is gather those that matter around us, and like Alfeo said, pry. It's okay to pry.
Right.
It's not polite. It is not
Ask the question. Ask it again.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's not to say that people don't have to actually walk in the door when you open it, but, you don't have to just crack it. It can be a little bit wider and, it's not rude.
Yeah, because you just speak from experience. You never, and I think everybody can, you never want to have not pried, and then something happens, and you wish you had, and you can't, right? So just think about that, Amy.
I mean, listen, you're doing what I shouted out, which is if you have it in you to talk about it, talk about it.
about
because when you talk about it, you empower the other people around you.
That's right.
And you make them feel like they, like they're not alone. And I think, like, no matter what your struggle is, remember that everybody has one, and your problems are important to you, and they may run the gambit. I have sometimes guilt over, feeling like, are my issues really that important, especially when I compare to these other things? But don't belittle like your issues, whatever they are. Just make sure that you have a big heart to welcome in other people around you who may be struggling more than you are. If you have the space, open it up and let others in. And I think that's what's really special about the Atlanta United community when it's at its best. It's a place with a lot of wide open arms that want to welcome in, anybody who wants to join the train. Those 40, 50 people, they are a big 40, 50 people.
They were loud. I heard them on
big
TV.
And loud. And there's a lot more of them behind it. There's hundreds more behind them. But yeah, no, and I'm grateful for you guys, and I think, this is a great message to end on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make who was it? Was it They Might Be Giants? Make a little birdhouse in your soul.
Blue canary in the alley by the light switch. Who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it.
Wow, go on. Okay, the full chorus.
Make a little birdhouse in your
color
soul.
Me impressed. I just dropped that in the chat, and you immediately were
inside
ready.
Amazing. Amazing.
Color Me
and
impressed. All right, perfect. Let's end it there. That's
beautiful.
I
love They Might Be Giants so much.
I'm glad I brought that little bit of joy to your life. You're welcome. All right, y'all.
I'm sorry to all of you that had to listen to Bad Karaoke Hour.
That was not bad karaoke hour. That was super fun. I love the musical drop at the end.
I think that about does it. Good way to end it. Good way to end it. And good way to go into the weekend. Look, we did something. We scored some goals. I got a cheap burrito. Cool. It'd be great if we were able to carry it on, and then we can go back and analyze at the point the progress started. Maybe we can start having that conversation. I don't care about the playoffs. I just want to see us improving. That's all. And if we do that with the kids or with the veterans or a combination.
I want to see everybody have fun so that I can have fun. Because if everybody out there is miserable, I'm not going to have fun.
Right. We are
and nobody else is going to have
100%. Fun. We are trying to live vicariously through you. Please.
Yes.
Please, boys. Please. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for listening and watching and supporting us and FanTV and Mason Mill, and most importantly, yourself and those around you. Very, very important. More important than anything. Soccer is the most important, least important thing. All right, so we will be back, 3 days. Let's say Thursday.
Sunday.
You're listening to this on a Friday.
You're sick of us already.
Lord,
Sunday.
Man. Yeah, we're going to be back Sunday to talk about poutine.
I have a new poutine at my hotel we'll talk about on Sunday.
Oh, love it.
Perfect. We'll look forward to that. See, we got something to look forward to. Yes. No matter the outcome of the match, we get to talk poutine.
And a review of Jolene.
There you go. What more do you want from an Atlanta United podcast? We can do no more. That is the best we can do. All right, guys. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. We will be back in a few days' time. Until then, y'all be good. We will be back.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay.
I don't know it.
I've stumped you.
I don't know it. What is it?
Here Comes the Sun.
Oh.
It's all right.
Sorry, I didn't see the sun come out.
Love some Beatles.
I was trying to be hopeful, damn it.